Ready. Play.
Injection of pace behind the backhand there from the Italian.
Love 15.
Davidovich Fokina really on that first serve doesn't put a crazy amount of power behind it, probably right around 115, 120, but he hits his spot so well to set himself up with the forehand.
Can we take the replay off, please? Let's first service.
Well there, Davidovich Fokina, a couple of huge hits from Berrettini, one off the backhand and then one off the forehand.
30-15.
Yeah, you can tell that Davidovich Fokina really going to look to expose that Berrettini backhand. Berrettini loves going to that slice backhand as well, try and set himself up. I see him hitting over quite a bit to start out this match.
There's Alejandro's coach, Aguirre.
40-15.
How about this crowd already in Jesse as well at 11 o'clock in the morning?
Got some tennis fanatics here today.
Yeah.
Game.
Just wide, so Davidovich Fokina comes through the opening game. Settles into this fourth round encounter.
First game.
Yeah, crowds have been amazing. The US Open actually set its all-time single-day attendance record for the second day in a row yesterday. 72,065 people came through to Flushing Meadows, just over 42,000 during the day and just under 30,000 at night. Surpassed the previous record on Friday.
Matteo Berrettini to serve. Love 15.
Just misfiring there a little bit on that forehand, Berrettini. Again, serve and forehand. It's just so dangerous watching Berrettini.
Yeah, two in a row, so half an opening here for Davidovich Fokina already.
I always find when you play someone that has such a big serve and big game like Berrettini that early on is the chance that you can really get a look, as they haven't quite settled in yet. You can get a good look at maybe even an early break chance in these matches.
Good stuff from Davidovich Fokina. 3 break points already.
Love 40.
You couldn't ask to get a better look at a break early on here if you're Davidovich Fokina. Just so solid from the back.
He loves Matteo Berrettini taking it inside in.
15-40.
Two save there from Berrettini.
30-40.
And after those first 2 missed forehands, he's dialed in again, going for big targets, giving himself a little bit more margin now to start out.
There's the Berrettini team, Vincenzo Santapadre there on the far right. Also works with Umberto Riana, who's just next to Vincenzo. Juice.
Yeah, that was a great slice there from Berrettini. Stayed so low. The Davidovich Fokina backhand made it so difficult for him to come over that.
Yeah, long-time coach Vincenzo Santapadre done such a great job together. What a brilliant point that was from Davidovich Fokina. That little short-angled forehand doing the damage early on there.
Yeah, that was such a smart play there from Davidovich Fokina on this first slice. Really set himself up, went to the Berrettini forehand to really open up the court, and then you saw how that forehand approach to the backhand side. He's coming in, definitely wants to come into the Berrettini backhand. Made that overhead look easy too. That was pretty difficult. It was high and deep in the court.
Berrettini's slice is one of the best in the game, and he just changed direction, took it down the line, hit a really good slice himself, and the Spaniard rewarded for his quick start.
Yeah, so smart, because someone like Berrettini is just covering the backhand side, and then definitely changes the direction, catches Berrettini off guard there. Davidovich Fokina, the slice to the forehand. Even if Berrettini was to make that, then it just exposes that whole backhand side. So really well done there to start out this first set.
Trying to play early on here as ADF.
30-15.
Really impressed with the start from Davidovich Fokina, just so solid right now.
40-15.
And I like the game plan too. He's going to the Berrettini backhand whenever he can, and then on the big points, he's actually going to the forehand to open up the weaker side of Berrettini. Really smart stuff early on here.
Let's for service. $14-13.
Berrettini was a little short with that slice.
He got away with that lob too.
Use.
Anticipated well. Davidovich Fokina trying to go back behind Berrettini, and Berrettini just stayed home. Yeah, it was a good play for Berrettini, because you knew even if he did run at the open court, he still probably wouldn't have gotten there. So just wanted to almost fake out Davidovich Fokina there and stay home.
Oh, he's let him off the hook there.
Davidovich Fokina was quick to back up there. He was moving forward, saw the leg court, and then all of a sudden started backpedaling back. Knew that was not the right one to come in on after that leg court. Really slowed down the ball there.
Let's for service.
And again, just using that short forehand. Davidovich Fokina into the Berrettini forehand, but he's continuing his good start here. Leads by 3 games to love. He's averaging 129 miles an hour on his first serve so far this week, is Matteo Berrettini. That's 4 miles an hour up on his 2022 average. And he's also got onto his forehand first shot after his first serve 81% of the time, so those are big numbers. easier to find his backhand off the second serve for Davidovich Fokina. Berrettini had him beat with that inside-in forehand. And then Davidovich Fokina on an outright run just really got some good power behind that forehand down the middle. Tried to take away the angle from Berrettini, but didn't phase him. Came in behind that. Actually almost hooked that forehand. Started in the doubles alley and brought it back in. Good spin, followed it in. Nicely done for Berrettini. Just throwing in a little bit of everything here, chipping and charging off that return, but Berrettini equal to the task. You gotta like that play from Davidovich Fokina. He's up a break, gets that serve, takes a little bit of a chance, make it awkward for Berrettini, but again, those are the service games that Matteo Berrettini is more accustomed to. Getting through a little bit more routinely there. At least 1 or 2 free points a game on his serve. Well, remember, you can download the US Open app to follow your favorite players, track the latest scores, stats, match highlights, player news, and more. It's available in the App Store and the Google Play Store as well. I'm sure you all already have it by now.
Out. 15 miles.
A big roar when Berrettini walked onto Louis Armstrong Stadium today. A great match right now, Davidovich Fokina.
13 love.
He's got a game plan right now, and he's executing very well. And Berrettini's just getting caught leaning towards that backhand side a little bit too much right now early on here.
That's the perfect 10 behind his first serve today. Not quite there for Matteo Berrettini at the moment. Davidovich Fokina taking full advantage, 4-1.
4 games to 1 first set.
You just get the feeling right now that everything that Berrettini is throwing at Davidovich Fokina, he's got a response for. He hit a good forehand here, and Davidovich Fokina on the outright defense, getting that low, making that a very difficult volley for Berrettini, on the stretch. Yeah, he loves that one, and that's exactly why Davidovich Fokina is mixing it up and slicing down the line on a lot of those, but that would have been a difficult one to pull down the line. It was so low and a little bit shorter in the court. Didn't have much court to work with, Davidovich Fokina.
What a return. He's doing such a good job at the moment of neutralizing that big first serve of Berrettini.
He's really got a good read on the Berrettini serve as well. It's one thing to read it, but another to really place it and do something with it like he has. Berrettini's taking one out of the Davidovich Fokina playbook there.
30.
Good slice down the line there from Berrettini. What an incredible lob there from that position in the court too. And Berrettini wasn't even able to hit an overhead off it. That's when you know you hit a really good defensive lob. Berrettini had to reset that point. Again, does such a good job of angling that off the court. Smart play there from Berrettini.
Staying firmly in touch here, 4-2.
Davidovich Fokina leads 4 games to 2 first set.
Again, Jesse, it was a 135-mile-an-hour serve, and his return landed just a couple of inches inside the baseline.
There's that body serve again from Davidovich Fokina.
15 love.
When you play against someone that has such reach like Berrettini, the body serve's so good because you're going to get that initial shot that you can really take control of. You may not get the free point right away, but you're going to get a routine ball that you can really take the offense with right from the get-go. That one, he definitely changed his mind.
15-0.
Berrettini took a long look at that one. That was an incredible angle there on that serve from Davidovich Fokina.
sometimes can just get him in a little bit of trouble. Berrettini so desperate to get that forehand into play. And again, right into that body of Berrettini, not allowing him to use those big levers that the Italian possesses. Game away from taking the opening set.
Davidovich Fokina leads 5-2, first set.
These are the free points that Berrettini is usually accustomed to having on his own service games.
Pretty good at the drop shot, Davidovich Fokina. Far away with that one.
That was well disguised as well. Berrettini didn't really get a jump on that till the very last second. Surprised he got that return to serve in play.
Yeah. Right off the baseline, skidded onto the right foot of the Spaniards. So Berrettini comes through the game, holds to love, hasn't had too many of those today, and Davidovich Fokina will have to try and close this one out himself. First time since 2013 that 4 Spanish men have reached the 4th round stage of the US Open. Carreño Busta, Carlos Alcaraz and Rafael Nadal also in to this stage.
Shot there. That is so difficult to hit a drop shot off a drop shot when you're running forward at that kind of speed. You've got to have such good hands and body control. Berrettini just showed both of that right there. Incredible shot there.
Not been here before today, Davidovich Fokina under a bit of pressure now at love 30.
Back to that body serve again.
Is there anything Berrettini can do on that return, Jesse?
Well, I think he can cheat over a little bit so that he can free himself up with a little bit more space, give up the tee serve. He hasn't gone tee one time on the do side yet.
That's always a good play. Into that Berrettini backhand more often than not. He's going to open the racket face. He's going to hit a slice, and it's there then just to be put away at the net. Smart stuff from Davidovich Fokina.
Good anticipation there. He saw the open racket face from Berrettini. Great job of closing out the net.
Good response from being love 30 down, and it brings him his first look at a set point. So far, so good.
15 love.
What are you looking for from Berrettini in the second set, Jesse?
A little bit more consistency, especially on the return to serve side. I think he needs to put more balls in play right off the Davidovich Fokina first serve. And obviously, keep being aggressive on that forehand. You know it's going to click at some point throughout this match. Like that. When he really runs around and sets himself up, he has that kind of time. He can really just hit it so fast through the court, Berrettini. He has such a live arm.
Let's for service. Fifteen.
It's been a tough watch for those two so far. Italiano and Vincenzo Santopadre.
14.
We broke the single-day attendance record yesterday here at the US Open. If these crowds are anything to go by, it might be broken again come the end of play today. Back-to-back aces for Matteo Berrettini to come through the opening game of this second set. Just something to build on here for the Italian.
First game, second set.
Four really good matches out on Louis Armstrong Stadium today. Caroline Garcia up against Alison Risk-Amritraj. That's next. Garcia playing some of the best tennis of her career once again. She was magnificent in her last round. Karenia Buster and Karen Khachanov, a repeat of the Olympic Games last year. And Ludmila Samsonova, who's playing, another player who's playing some amazing tennis at the moment, up against the giant killer that was Ayla Tomljanovic, who knocked out Serena just a few nights ago. So really good order of play out on this court. Plenty for the fans to enjoy.
Timing a little bit off on Berrettini right now, just all around. Didn't mind the chip return just to kind of try and get the point started because he hasn't put a lot of returns in play, especially in that first set.
Again, a complete miss hit off that return from Berrettini.
Yeah, that's what I was saying early on, too. Davidovich Fokina doesn't hit it 130, 135 miles an hour. He has it in him, but just serving so smart right now, hitting his spots, taking a little bit of speed off. That tells me that he's really confident once he gets into a rally with Berrettini, especially right now and the way this match has gone so far.
One game more.
He's totally comfortable getting into these long, extended rallies.
His odd socks on, as he always does. Alejandro Davidovich Fokina, one of his little superstitions. What did you must have had a few superstitions, Jesse.
Dustin Brown used to do the same thing with the socks.
Yeah,
He actually did the shoelaces as well, I think.
Do you have any weird things that you used to do before matches, after matches, during?
Lucky team.
I definitely had my fair share of superstitions, but we're not going to talk about those on air.
That is brilliant tennis from Davidovich Fokina. Once again, just recognising immediately that he hit a really good approach there. No hesitation, followed it in.
It's such good recognition, too. You come in a little bit too late, then all of a sudden you're going to make that a lot more difficult on yourself. Davidovich Fokina using his speed there to get up as quickly as he recognizes that.
30.
Outside edge. Yeah, really was.
Yeah. Well, from our angle, it looked like it was almost wide.
Yeah.
It barely caught.
Beginning to warm up here for Berrettini.
Yeah, I'd say so. 137 miles an hour.
Oh, yeah. Quickest of the match. Good hold from 15-40 down there. Berrettini stays ahead in the second set.
Berrettini leads 2-1 second set. First set, Davidovich Fokina.
I'm surprised Berrettini didn't try and run around, hit a forehand on that one. That was like a slow change-up from Davidovich Fokina. Smart play, though.
Another disgruntled look over to his box there. Berrettini not happy with the way he's striking the ball. Opening 45 minutes or so out here.
Again, Davidovich Fokina knowing that if he slices cross court, he better make it good. As you've talked about, Adam, that's one of his favorite shots running around, hitting that inside-in forehand off the slice.
Wow, that is enormous from Berrettini.
That was a frustrating forehand. Kind of took a little bit of anger out. Down 40 love. I'm just going for it here. Maybe that's what he needs to kind of get himself going a little bit, Berrettini. Yeah, that was angry forehand.
yet another very stress-free hold for Davidovich Fokina. 2 games all.
2 games all, second set.
He's had some very good results this year as Davidovich Fokina, of course, making his first Masters 1000 final in Monte Carlo, beating Djokovic, Goffin, Fritz, Dimitrov along the way, eventually losing to Stefanos Tsitsipas. He's also had some pretty poor results as well. He started the year quite slowly. And then when he made the final of Monte Carlo, didn't do a huge amount thereafter. A little in and out in 2022.
Yeah, I've never really seen Berrettini miss the forehand by that much on multiple occasions throughout this match so far. A couple of real wild misses.
Kind of understand Davidovich Fokina just going constantly into his forehand at the moment, breaking down time and time again.
Yeah, normally that's a rallying strategy you probably want to stay away from.
Yeah, that's a frustrating miss. 15-30 second serve return.
It's also a little bit surprising. Haven't really seen Davidovich Fokina move back at all on the second serve or anything to give himself time, but yeah, that one barely missing. He's right on top of the baseline on first and second serves, hasn't backed up at all. He's done a great job of making majority of his returns, putting them in play, even off the first serves.
Let first service.
Well, he misjudged the last return, but he got that one absolutely spot on.
Well, why back up when you can do that? I mean, that is incredible. Takes that so early, short backswing, accelerates through that one. He was not holding back there, Davidovich Fokina.
Break points.
Thank you.
that backhand. Disappointed to let him off the hook with that one, though.
Yeah, Berrettini knows how big that point was.
Yes.
Getting himself fired up after that one. Had to fight hard to save off that break point. Davidovich Fokina just kind of guided that last backhand. He was accelerating through each and every one of those shots until that very last one just didn't quite get the racket head through fast enough. That's ridiculous.
That is ridiculous.
He didn't even have the right grip on that return.
Advantage, Davidovich.
Was that a continental grip here and just pure reaction? Oh, could not have placed that any better. Yeah, you see the reaction says it all there to his box.
Unforced error off the forehand. That's now 11 unforced errors off that forehand wing. Davidovich Fokina a break in front now.
By one settler. Thank you. Ready for play. Thank you.
Something to build on here for Berrettini. Hour on the clock, and it's been one-way traffic so far.
Let for service.
A great second serve there from Davidovich Fokina. Real good depth on that serve, but again, routine forehand. So again, Berrettini doing a better job putting these returns in play. Just give Davidovich Fokina a chance to let you back in this match. In trouble there when I saw Berrettini coming forward and had that opportunity for that drop volley. Berrettini just not doing quite enough with this volley. Great approach shot there. This one right here just left it sitting a little too high for Davidovich Fokina, but still had to come up with a passing shot like that. Wow. A lot
from Matteo Berrettini today. Complete shank again off that forehand.
He looks puzzled as
Yeah.
well. That was your Italian, Adam.
I mean, it's been better. This has been a little loose. First time in the match, Berrettini has a look at a break point. From Davidovich Fokina, a couple of cheap errors there. He'll be absolutely frustrated with himself that he wasn't able to back up the break.
That was definitely a tentative game there from Davidovich Fokina. Berrettini did such a great job of really going for it at the right time, especially there on that break point. First one of the match, and really stayed offensive, especially right from that return. Got that forehand, really took it right out of Davidovich Fokina's hands. Sometimes you just need that one little momentum swing if you're Berrettini to get that confidence and that momentum going. You can definitely feel a little bit of a momentum change here after that break, even though they're still on serve.
He's got to stay positive here. Davidovich Fokina, he's played such a good match up to this stage. It's caused Berrettini plenty of problems behind his serve. He's a good returner generally. Actually broke Novak Djokovic 9 times in that Monte Carlo win earlier this year. It was a record for the most number of breaks that Djokovic has had in a best-of-3 set match.
Berrettini looks extremely confident on that forehand side.
Right into the body. And Berrettini has turned this set around and now leads 4-3. Really good response from the Italian. Still on serve though at 3-4.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, it's a courtesy and respect to both players. Could you please keep your voices down? Thank you.
Mariana Veljevic just trying to deal with the noise inside Louis Armstrong. Is that something you struggle with here, Jesse, in New York? The noise and the distractions?
Did you? That was great. You don't get to play in front of crowds that big on a regular basis. I feel like the little noise shouldn't really bother Berrettini or Davidovich Fokina. They're so focused on the match. The one thing that I will say that does bother the players more so is if people are standing up and walking around, because then it's in your actual visual sight. That's a little different than a little bit of noise.
Yeah. He's picked his moments well so far, Davidovich Fokina, to come forward today. 8 of 9 points won at the net. It's nice, just a little bit of pace off, out sliding away from Berrettini. Steadies the ship.
Yeah, I've also been impressed with the way Davidovich Fokina has really looked not too fired up, not getting frustrated with himself. He definitely has the tendency to get a little fired up, or he can melt down a couple times. I've seen it happen. So again, he looks very strong right now mentally and keeping himself together, especially in these big moments throughout this match.
A few times this week. Corentin Moutet and Casper Ruud, by the way, they've gone underway out on Arthur Ashe, very early stage of their opening set. Ruud, the number 5 seed here at the US Open. Beat Matteo Berrettini in the final in Gstaad, absolutely beautiful part of the world in Switzerland just a few months ago. Big approach with the forehand, soft touch at the net.
40 love.
And now Davidovich Fokina is mixing up his return stance. He is way back in the shade, returning that serve from Berrettini.
Away, and Berrettini holds to love. And it's now a game away from taking the second set at 5-4.
First set, Davidovich Fokina.
Fokina is now serving to stay in the set at 4-5. Just dragged that one wide. Just the start Berrettini was after.
15-13.
That return there from Berrettini goes over. That is trouble for Davidovich Fokina. That was going to stay so low over the net, short in the court. So difficult to get the ball up and down over the net. Yep. Good serving there from Davidovich Fokina. Again, going back to the body of Berrettini to give himself a good chance to really take the offensive right off the first ball. Davidovich Fokina hit a backhand there. Hit a great serve. Pretty good return there from Berrettini. But almost ran around on the backhand, and he's much more comfortable hitting a forehand. That was a little bit tentative there. Footwork got a little bit heavy.
Set point, Matteo Berrettini. It was frustrating because he was on top of the point there. Berrettini was inside the baseline, hitting that forehand.
Davidovich Fokina.
Saves the set point. Levels up the second set at 5 games all.
5 games all. Second set.
Davidovich Fokina there doing a great job of kind of neutralizing that pace from Berrettini. Taking the pace off, hitting it higher clearance over the net. Give himself a chance to try and get back into the point. Almost buys himself a little bit of time.
Love 15.
It's his third double in this second set. Himself into a bit of a mess early on there to Berrettini.
Did a great passing shot there on the forehand. Davidovich Fokina just didn't quite do enough with that, but what a pickup volley there from Davidovich Fokina. return from Davidovich Fokina. Berrettini doing such a great job of just staying in that point.
His fastest serve of the match there, 137 miles an hour. Himself at worst a breaker.
Ready for play, thank you.
Fokina serving to try and take this second set to a tiebreaker. He's gone to that slice a little more tonight. Today has Davidovich Fokina than in previous rounds. In his 3 previous rounds, he'd hit the backhand slice just 15% of the time. Today he's up at about 25%.
It's been working a lot.
Yeah. Put it down low to the big Berrettini.
You saw at the beginning too, Berrettini was hitting over more two-handed backhands than I've seen in a while against anybody, but now he's reverted back to the slice to try and set himself up.
Third C15. Replay of 10-2.
Super pass there from the Spaniard.
Davidovich Fokina tiptoeing after he realized that was good. We were just waiting to see if there was going to be an out call, but great passing shot here. Gotta love that reaction.
So to a tiebreaker we go. 50 minutes of hard work in the second set. We've had a break apiece. Nothing to separate them. Big
serve there from Berrettini to start off this tiebreaker. And when he gets that short ball on the forehand, he disguises it so well. Davidovich Fokina almost slipped a little bit at the back there as he was anticipating one way. Tried to recover, but couldn't get his footing. And that was a slow first serve there from Davidovich Fokina. And just want to get that rally started. Definitely a little bit of a change-up. Doesn't want Berrettini to get a step in front on that second serve to where he can really attack it. Berrettini's forehand, he had one definite mishit off the frame in that rally, but then he goes right back to going for it again, and then that one sails about 5-10 feet long. His misses have been big misses today on the forehand side, Berrettini.
I feel as though he's tidied it up a little bit as this match has gone on, but certainly in the first set he was really struggling behind that forehand.
He just misplayed that ball there. Had no choice but to just put it in somehow and make Berrettini come up with the goods, and he does just that. Gets such good spacing on that forehand, Berrettini, to really go inside out or inside in. Creates such good angle.
Advantage here as they swap sides for the first time.
Yeah, you don't see Berrettini losing too many points when he gets that many forehands in a row or inside the baseline. Got to give a lot of credit to Berrettini fighting his way into this match right now. Again, he's not playing nearly his best tennis. His numbers aren't as high as they should be, especially the first serve percentage. But he is hanging in here and up a mini break here in this tie break, so going to be happy with that right now.
Matteo Berrettini has won 17 of his last 20 tie breaks in majors. These are good numbers for the Italian. Goes back to the beginning of 2021, that record. drop shot with a drop shot of his own.
5-2, Berrettini.
Didn't hear the umpire call a not up, but Berrettini put the volley away regardless. Didn't want to take any chances.
Four set points for Matteo Berrettini. It is an amazing record, and he levels it up.
Third set, Davidovich Fokina to serve. Thank you.
So what will the third set bring? Alejandro Davidovich Fokina to start us off. Feel as though it's going to be a really important opening few games here for the Spaniard. Berrettini.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more, Adam. These first couple games for Davidovich Fokina are so important. After being up a set and a break and then losing that in a tiebreaker. Credit to Berrettini, though, playing much more aggressive now. Berrettini starts hitting over his backhand 3 out of 4 times. That's when you know he's starting to feel really confident.
Just a slow start today from Berrettini. I remember doing a match of his at Queen's, I think it was, against Dennis Kudler earlier this summer, and did not play well at all that day, but found a way through. Dropped the opening set, came through 6-4 in the third, and he was very honest afterwards. He just said, you know, tennis players, we are human. Yeah, he said he just woke up that morning, he didn't have any energy, he just didn't feel right in himself, and he said there's always an expectation on, especially the top guys in the world, that they just come out and play their best tennis week in, week out, and it just doesn't work out like that. Sometimes you do have to fight your way through, and Berrettini's doing a good job of that.
You talk about that expectation, but again, the difference between the real top players in the game is that they're able to find a way to win those matches, even when they're not feeling at their best. You know, and a prime example is Berrettini getting through that second set, and now we're even. But again, he's not near the top of his level right now. And that to me is probably the biggest difference with someone ranked 50 in the world and someone ranked 20, 25 in the world, because they're just able to tough those matches out and find different ways to win when they're not playing their best tennis. When you take someone 25, 50 in the world, the ball striking is not going to be that different.
He's got to find a similar response here, Davidovich Fokina, to the one that Berrettini found in the second. Feels as though this match is slowly slipping away from him after making such a great start to it. Always felt as though that second set was going to be absolutely huge for Davidovich Fokina. Only Berrettini's second slam of the year. He played the Australian Open right at the start of the year, made the semi-finals there, beat the likes of Carlos Alcaraz and Pablo Carreño Busta, Gael Monfils, before losing out in 4 to Rafa in the semis, and then of course had to miss the entire European clay court season with the hand surgery that he had. Didn't play from Indian Wells 16th of March until the 8th of June, when he returned on the grass in Stuttgart, won that title and followed it up by winning Queens, and then, so unfortunate, tested positive for COVID just before Wimbledon started and had to withdraw from Wimbledon as well, where there was no doubt he would have been one of the favourites to go very deep there.
Oh, how about that guy?
Great hands. Wow. Probably a cricketer.
No reaction. Why, because no glove?
Well, you do cheat a bit with your gloves.
Oh, come on.
Christian Garin was very much the beneficiary of Berrettini withdrawing from Wimbledon. He was supposed to face Berrettini in the opening round this year. Done a really good run there, did the man from Chile. Too good.
Third C15.
Oh, what a serve there from Berrettini, right in the corner. What I feel like Berrettini's done so much better too throughout the second and obviously first service game for him in this third set. He's mixing up his spots a lot better. That's why Davidovich Fokina was able to put so many first serve returns in play, because he was really dialed in on the patterns of Berrettini. Now he's mixing up his spots, and Davidovich Fokina cannot get a read on the serve whatsoever.
First service flying right now for Berrettini, 32 from 38 points, one behind it in this match, and he was struggling a little bit behind it in the first set. So since that second set onwards, he has just been absolutely sublime behind it.
Out. 15.5.
Out.
15 on. Let's for service. 13-15.
This is the first time in the match that Berrettini's gone up a break now, and he can really free himself up to be a little bit more aggressive this game, take some more chances, keep that pressure on Davidovich Fokina. Just sense also the energy level from Davidovich Fokina has kind of dropped off a little bit.
Yeah.
Intensity.
He's got to be careful here. It's 40-15 up, the double fault. Now the loose forehand gets Berrettini to juice. One break, he's still firmly in touch in this third set. A double breakdown. They have to start looking at the fourth set. Wow, this is just the error-strewn couple of points here for Davidovich Fokina.
And that's the second time he's run around to hit a backhand. Kind of got jammed up a little bit. Much more comfortable hitting a forehand from that position in the court. Ooh. Ooh.
I thought he made that.
Yeah, same. Berrettini had a little long exhale there, saw that it barely missed.
Davidovich Fokina getting Berrettini on the run.
Advantage Davidovich Fokina.
Hasn't been as good defending out of his forehand corner today, Berrettini. In fact, towards the end of that second set, he was only getting 30% of points out in that forehand corner compared to 63% of points in the backhand. Very important holds for Davidovich Fokina. Keeps it just to that single break, 2-1 behind. The winner of this match will take on the winner of the match currently out on Ash right now between Casper Ruud and Corentin Moutet, the very entertaining Frenchman.
How about Davidovich Fokina? Can't even see him in our picture at all. He's that far back now, trying to return the Berrettini first serve.
from Matteo Berrettini. 3-1 now.
Berrettini leads 3-1, third set.
7 out of 7 behind his first serve. In this set, Berrettini, he's only actually missed 2 first serves so far. It's Matteo's dad. Well, USOpen.org is your online home for point-by-point live scoring, highlights, real-time stats and draws. You can visit the official tournament site at usopen.org.
Look, I love his reactions after he's hitting some of these bashing shots. Davidovich Fokina. Did you see that? Didn't even move for that. Just hands there.
Pressed himself.
Yeah.
Out. 40 love.
Step to get out of the way and another bruising forehand to follow.
When you're holding service comfortably as Berrettini is now, that just gives you the green light on these second serve returns to just go for it.
Fokina comes through again. Just hanging on here right now, the Spaniard. Just over 2 hours out here on Louis Armstrong Stadium right now. Matteo Berrettini serving here at 3-2 in the third. Not a lot that Davidovich Fokina could do right now, the way Berrettini is serving.
Adam, there's not a lot of players on tour that when they're serving at their best, when you're returning their serve, you almost need a guess.
Yeah.
And Berrettini is one of them when he's serving at his best and hitting his spots. I think Isner's another, Opelka. Raonic.
Yeah. Best server you ever played?
I mean, Raonic is definitely up there. Played him, played Isner. Karlovic, that wasn't fun.
Any news on Milos Raonic, by the way? Has he got a return?
He was working
date?
on it. He's talked to him maybe a couple months ago, and he was starting to train again.
Okay, nice.
So hopefully we get to see him back soon.
He's got married, hasn't he, in recent months? Fire hold from Berrettini's rattling through his service games right now.
Berrettini leads 4-2, third set.
Speaking of Milos Raonic, is that your hockey shirt, Jesse, you were talking to me about the other day? Was it from the World Juniors or something?
Canada won World Juniors. It was a big deal.
And you actually sent me a selfie of you wearing that t-shirt yesterday morning.
This is a danger zone now for Davidovich Fokina. Needs to get the focus back, keep this within one break, and hopefully get another look.
Fokina just stood his ground.
30-15.
That was good anticipation there from Davidovich Fokina. Would have been pretty tough for Berrettini to try and pull that one down the line.
Out. 14-15.
Body language from Davidovich Fokina, trying to keep himself going here.
Thank you.
Still not dropped a point behind the first serve in this set, Berrettini. In fact, he's only dropped 1 point on serve this whole set. 10 out of 10 behind the first, 3 out of 4 behind the second.
Yeah, I was talking about the last game that Davidovich Fokina needed to increase the energy level a little bit, get himself fired up, and he did after he won that game. And then you come back and you lose the first 2 points that way. It's hard not to get down on yourself like he is right now. To life from Matteo Berrettini. Just a few signs that Davidovich Fokina is beginning to allow that frustration to creep in. As you mentioned earlier, Jesse is someone that can get pretty feisty on court. In fact, at Wimbledon this year, he lost his match against Yuri Vesely by virtue of a point penalty.
Picked up
yeah, I remember
second
that.
warning for ball abuse and lost the match. Oh my goodness, what a return that is.
And that's what makes someone like Berrettini so dangerous when he's that confident in holding his serve. He just can play so loosely on those return games and have a lot more freedom.
To the Italian we saw in the opening set.
15-13.
Yeah, this first forehand right here is the one that really set him up so nicely. Holds this one again to the last second so that Davidovich Fokina can't anticipate where he's going. Berrettini does such a good job.
It's just the pressure that Berrettini is putting on him.
13-14.
Knows he's got to do a little bit more with that second serve, and there is a set point.
Please.
Just wide. It's all changed here in Lawrence Stadium for the set down. Matteo Berrettini now a set in front. A brilliant set of tennis, which he takes 6-3.
Yeah, Berrettini's going to be so happy that he was able to break to win that fourth set. Always want to start off serving, especially the way he's been serving these last two sets. Play with the lead.
Let's
Yeah, 19% of his first serves in the opening set were unreturned. Compare that to sets 2 and 3, 70% of his first serves aren't coming back.
Starting to get a couple little glimpses of negativity from Davidovich Fokina, a little bit down on himself now. See his box there trying to get him fired up again, telling him to stay positive.
missed the overhead there.
Yeah, well done there from Berrettini. How about this forehand coming up after the slice from Davidovich Fokina in the corner. He's able to get a whip on that cross court. It's a great lob from Davidovich Fokina.
Alejandro Davidovich Fokina just struggling to win any point on the Italian serve at the moment. Just kind of freewheel now. Berrettini out in front, just play with a little more freedom. To 1:30 in the afternoon here, so peak heat is hotting up a little bit today. Humidity percentage is rising. Berrettini right now be thinking the way he's serving, he just needs one break.
Out. 13.
Well, I've been impressed with the Davidovich Fokina slice throughout the match. He's really done a good job of pinning Berrettini in each corner with it. And he's come forward a little more than we're used to seeing. 15 times throughout 3 sets in a game or so, but that's more than I'm used to seeing from Davidovich Fokina.
Big shout after coming through the game. Here he goes, just trying to fire himself up out here, Davidovich Fokina. His fan club trying to do the same. Matteo Berrettini looking for his 5th Grand Slam quarterfinal in his last 5 appearances at Slams. Of course, he didn't play Roland Garros or Wimbledon this year. Quarterfinals of Roland Garros last year. Of course, the final of Wimbledon, quarterfinal of the US Open last year, and the semis at the Australian Open earlier this year.
Berrettini and the whole crowd thought he was out of the point there.
Please, thank you.
Sometimes that's all it can take, just one moment of magic.
Love.
to love 30.
Didn't have much there to try to curl that one around, but well done there for Berrettini to cut that one off. That was a great first passing shot from Davidovich Fokina.
Thank you.
That did not look comfortable there, Adam.
Painfully watching.
Yeah.
Return, and 2 break points will follow.
This is the energy level from Davidovich Fokina that he has the potential to play with. It just felt like he went into a little bit of a lull there, but now he's got it back, and huge opportunity here.
Thank you.
That was a great approach, smart approach there from Davidovich Fokina. Don't think he was expecting Berrettini to have that kind of angle, especially off the backhand side. Definitely caught him off guard there a little bit.
Do the first serve here. Berrettini's only found 2 so far in this 4th set.
Definitely knows that was an opportunity there.
Seen that backhand a couple of times today, just lifts up off it. Doesn't fully commit to it.
do with that showing off the leg court. Did the smart play, kept this in front of him to try and take away the angle from Davidovich Fokina, but he's got beat with that lob. I think that was the last shot that Berrettini thought that he would hit.
Clever going high over that backhand side of Berrettini. Even if he had been able to get a racket on it, one of the toughest shots in tennis. Fokina a huge amount of credit here. He's up to breaking the fourth. Fokina 2 sets to 1 behind, but a break in front now in the fourth, serving here at 2-1. That was a poor miss. Fokina after missing that routine overhead in the last point, and then to bounce back and hit this forehand with that much authority after missing that overhead, not easy. A couple of gifts though for Berrettini. Really found their voice. A little premature with the score.
Davidovich Fokina lead 3 games to 1 full set.
Well, you can stay connected to the US Open on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. You can join the conversation with hashtag US Open. The chap sitting next to Matteo's dad there. Tell us a story about him, Jesse.
Well, that is Berrettini's good friend Giovanni. There he is right there. He actually owned a restaurant. It was one of Berrettini's favorite restaurants in New York City. It actually got burnt down in a fire, unfortunately. He was out here supporting Berrettini even during the COVID US Open. You could hear him outside with his microphone screaming after every point. He was watching live on his phone. He is dedicated.
Yeah.
Out. 13-15.
Beginning to find a few more first serves. That's really what's hurt Berrettini in this full set. And a large part of the reason why he finds himself a breakdown. Serve into the body from Berrettini, so make sure that he stays just that single break behind in the fourth. Davidovich Fokina leading 3-2 now.
Fourth set.
Smart drop shot, realizing that Davidovich Fokina was backed up behind the baseline. Good change up here from Berrettini. Good disguise as well. Not much Davidovich Fokina could do from that position in the court.
Shot he's had quite a bit of success with today, Davidovich Fokina, taking that backhand slice down the line into the Berrettini forehand.
And we saw that early in the first set. Yeah. That was the pattern that he was going to go with and stick with. Kind of veered away from it a little bit. It's really amazing what a little bit of positivity and some of that energy from not only your box, but the people next to your Davidovich Fokina's box really have kind of passed on to him, because his energy level is definitely a lot higher now throughout this fourth set. Just the attitude in general has changed. Fokina in the third set definitely felt a little bit down at times, almost like he was walking around just waiting for Berrettini to hit winners. Now all of a sudden Davidovich Fokina is taking the offense whenever he can and getting to all these balls defensively. He's moving faster, getting energized, showing the fist bumps.
Thank you.
Recognising that he hit the good return, he was immediately following in that one in.
La 15. Let's for service.
There's a very good defensive lob that Davidovich Fokina put up there.
30-15.
Berrettini's definitely having to do a lot more throughout this fourth set to win a point than he did in that third. That third he was kind of cruising through, especially on his service games. And now Davidovich Fokina is locked in.
It's that awkward time of day where half the court in shade, half in sunshine. Something you notice as a player, Jesse?
Yeah, especially on the return of serve. I think that's the shot that you notice it the most. Once you get into the rally, you're too focused on your positioning and where you're going to try and hit your shot. It doesn't really affect you that much, but more so just on the return of serve, because the serve is coming from a different angle and can make it really difficult if it's coming through in and out of the shade point.
Berrettini comes through the game. I still believe that he can do this in four. So can he hold his nerve here? Davidovich Fokina, he needs 2 games to take us the distance. Still looking to try and go into the body of Berrettini, especially on that juice side. Of the points today, Davidovich Fokina, when he's gone into the body on the juice court.
the way he stays down through this backhand, Davidovich Fokina. You know, on the deuce side, it almost took Davidovich Fokina a set and a half before he went up the tee.
Yeah.
He was going body and wide solely.
Third CVT.
Return from Matteo Berrettini, a comfortable hold. And Davidovich Fokina a game away from taking us to a fifth and deciding set. That is appreciated them today, Davidovich Fokina. They have played their part, I feel, in him turning this full set around.
And now you just get the sense, too, that the Berrettini energy level has gone a little bit down in this fourth set ever since getting broken. Got to bring that back up again.
Think about that one.
Sometimes when Berrettini really hits through his forehand, hits winners like that, you can hear the crowd gasping because of the amount of power that he really puts behind it. Tell you one thing, as a player, you're aware of those crowd chants to Foki after every single point. Berrettini's got to stay focused, not let it get under his skin. Just added to the reel right here. Backhand slide out wide, passing shot down line. Just needed him to finish in the split stat.
Yeah,
that dramatic effect, and it would have been.
Let himself down a bit there, hasn't he? Davidovich Fokina. Oh, that's loose. Set points.
Especially after that return.
Yes.
Great backhand, deep return there from Davidovich Fokina. I think he was surprised that Berrettini got it that deep in the court.
Serve this one out himself at 5-4.
Fokina wins 5 games to 4 sets. Thank you.
Well, he saved the set points in the last game to Matteo Berrettini, but now he's got the uphill task of trying to break the Alejandro Davidovich Fokina serve. Look at a break point in this set so far, the Italian.
Some serious momentum swings throughout this match so far. And now Davidovich Fokina is just riding it right now. He is sensing the moment, moving forward when he's getting those opportunities. You see him moving quick, so fast after that big forehand. Just long. Berrettini not convinced. Tell you what, this is going to be really interesting to me if Davidovich Fokina can close out this fourth set. If he's going to react and let out a lot of emotion, or if he's just going to play it cool, calm, and collected. I think if I was on his coaching staff, I'd want to see a lot of emotion and send a message to Berrettini before going to a final fifth. From Davidovich Fokina, we are going the distance out here on Armstrong.
What's your heart saying here, Jesse? Leaning one way?
Not really, to be honest. It's anyone's match right now. I feel like whoever's going to be the aggressive one and take a couple more chances is going to be the one to come out on top. One of them sits back and waits for the other to make mistakes, they're going to be in trouble. So expect some aggressive tennis from both players in this final set. I also just feel like it's so important for Berrettini to get that first serve percentage up above around 60. That's when he was really having difficulties, when it was starting to drop there, letting Davidovich Fokina into the points off his return to serve. Yep. That's just so key for this final set. That was a prime example there. Davidovich Fokina gets a look at the second serve and is able to really be aggressive and do something with it. Yeah, he set himself up and missed, but still, that's going to take its toll for later on Berrettini, knowing that he needs to put more first serves in. Otherwise, he's going to be on his heels right off the first ball.
Fokina has already gone the distance this week up against Marton Fucsovics in the second round. He came through that one, final set tiebreaker. Whether that will play a part, I'm not so sure. A few days ago now, and then came through in 4 sets in his last round. So he's gone to that slice more and more, Berrettini, as this match has gone on. First set, early stage of the second set, he was hitting over the top of that backhand quite a lot. Emotion, try and get himself going again.
First game, final set.
Vincenzo Santopadre up on his feet as Berrettini takes the opening game of this deciding set. Had a couple of tough 5 setters, excuse me, in his run to the semi-final at the Australian Open at the start of the year. Did Berrettini beat Carlos Alcaraz in the 3rd round in 5, and then beat Gael Monfils in the quarterfinals as well. I feel like Berrettini was having a lot more success on the backhand side when he was throwing in some slices and not hitting over 3 or 4 times in a row with the 2-handed backhand.
And there's one right there. That's if he starts hitting over the two-handed backhand too often, it doesn't have a whole lot on it that can really hurt Davidovich Fokina, and he throws in the slice as a changeup. He's got to be careful, though. You don't want to slice it too many times. Then Davidovich Fokina can get in rhythm of the slice. So important for Berrettini to keep mixing it up on that side.
Back-to-back loose forehands from Davidovich Fokina has given Berrettini a 15-30 head start here. Berrettini gratefully receives them, and we'll have a look at 2 break points. Little there to go up an early break in this 5th set.
Davidovich Fokina is going to be frustrated with himself after that game. That's a tough pill to swallow after forcing that 5th set and being so fired up. I feel like the momentum was on his side there after that 4th set, and then comes out. Yes, Berrettini holds the 1st game, but then to give a break just like that to start the 5th, now you have to climb back in this final 5th set somehow. You're just giving Berrettini that much more freedom to really swing now.
And you'd imagine Berrettini isn't going to miss as many first serves in this set as he did in the 4th. Ready. Go autograph hunting after this one finishes. Fokina last time out, and Berrettini offering Davidovich Fokina a few gifts of his own now.
This is very strange games from both players here, really just kind of gifting away service games.
Yep.
Berrettini's got a little bit ahead of himself before starting out this game. Thought that he was going to run away with this set now. He also did this in the very first service game of the match. Went down left 40 quickly and then came back.
this one.
2-1 final set.
Here we go again. A little bit of a hole here for Davidovich Fokina.
Another couple of chances here for Berrettini.
15-14.
If you would have said there was going to be 3 breaks in a row in this 5th set early on, I would have said no chance. Gotta love that passing shot off the backhand side for Berrettini. Short angle cross court, saw Davidovich Fokina coming in. It was the elongated grunt after the winner there. Just kept it going.
All right, now he's got to try and make sure that he delivers a really good service game here.
If that cheering section by Davidovich Fokina's box is realizing that they're really starting to give Berrettini even more fire right now.
Yeah.
He has got a look on his face right now, and he is doing work.
He loves that inside in, but he's also equally effective hitting the big inside out as well.
His forehand's effective no matter where he is in the court for Berrettini, but especially when he runs around. Just creates that much more angle on it and disguises it so much better on that side.
Immediate break back from Berrettini, just taking the wind out of the Davidovich Fokina sails here. Looked a bit of a dejected return. Just the service game so far that the Italian was after. Well, the thousands of people that were in at about 11 o'clock this morning to watch this one have been royally treated here. 3.5 hours on court. And Matteo Berrettini finds himself 4-1 up in this deciding set. The return.
Oh no!
Surely it's not ending like this. I think he's okay first, and I saw him punching the ground. I think it was pretty serious there.
I think he hit his knee into the ground pretty hard. I don't think he twisted or anything, but it definitely caused Berrettini to miss the next shot. You saw him in the corner of his eye down on the ground.
Oh, thank goodness he's all right. That would have been a horrible way for this match to end.
Still looked like he's in a little bit of pain.
Oh no, he twisted, didn't he?
Yep. When you take a fall like that, you never know how it's going to really feel when you go back up and get into your serve like that, where you're using the legs so much. It looks a little hesitant.
Particularly right here, Davidovich Fokina, grimacing as he walks towards his chair. Okay, well, he was still sprinting away at the back of the court there, so that's good news.
Yeah, he's moving fine now. And smart playing there from Berrettini to really test out the leg there of Davidovich Fokina, making him run every single ball.
Fastest of the match, 138. Could be the fastest of the week for anyone. quarterfinals. The trainer is back. Interesting to see the service speeds in this game. That knee affects the drive up. He's at 3 serves since the knee injury, and he's at 2 doubles.
That's a shame. You battle so hard for 3.5 hours, and then one small situation like that, and you take a fall like that, you feel your knee go, and you can see him getting a little emotional now.
Match points for Matteo Berrettini.
One thing, Davidovich Fokina is swinging very freely right now, just going for broke. And that speed just kind of forced Matteo Berrettini to just catch that a little bit late.
Back-to-back quarterfinals at the US Open for Matteo Berrettini. It's such a shame that it had to finish the way it did, and we certainly hope Davidovich Fokina is okay, but Berrettini is safely through. They'll take on the Rui Muto next. Well, the crowd absolutely treated out here for 3 3/4 hours on Louis Armstrong. What a start to the day, and Berrettini points to his head. He had to dig deep in that one.